Hello, class. Thank you so much for having me today. I was invited to this university. I understand that this class is focused on programming, specifically the development of artificial intelligence. And right now, as you are exploring the potentials of AI language modeling, I wanted to come and speak to you today about poetry. Some say that poetry is the epitome of novelty and experimentation using language as a form of expression. And when we're thinking about AI and language modeling, perhaps poetry is one of the hardest forms of language that an AI can capture. And so we should try and understand poetry first to begin the work of informing artificial intelligence to create something truly novel. And I'd like to look at Rosebud Benoni's poem, A Poet Wrestling with Artificial Intelligence. And so I hope you all were able to read the poem before class. You may have noticed some major themes. Themes, of course, refer to a recurring or central idea or concept throughout a poem. And so I'd like to quickly touch on the themes of God and humanity, as well as nature versus technology. And so on the theme of God and humanity, the poem begins with the lines, "Personification is inevitable. It goes hand in hand with reinventing the wheel." This wheel is mentioned again in the lines, "The wheel who will originate the hands that spin it." The second line is preceded by the line, "You were invented, but came first." So, how could an AI intuit that in a poem about artificial intelligence, these lines actually refer to our relationship with God as humans rather than our relationship to AI? Perhaps it could reference the line as if listening were a human invention to see the author's message that we create AI as God created humans. And on the themes of nature versus technology, this theme is an extension of the themes of God and humanity. God and humanity, the ideas of God and humanity and their relationship was expressed in explorations of invention, what is created and what has always been. And so nature and technology in this poem is expressed on the sentence level in whole or fragmented lines, such as, "Is why slime never forgets, while memory foam must. Imagine someone who only touched needle to vinyl, while I run from thunder. Computercation is enviable, I'm pretty beetles. Say I'll refuse rubber shell and puckered mutton. A single herd so milky and sweet, say it grazes from beneath the screen. The air like a switch, cursor still swarming." And interpretation of literature can be taught through exposure to common metaphors, imagery, and symbolism. But the choice to write about God that cuts the ego of AI in its creation, and the choice to contrast imagery of technology and nature are choices born from creativity that operates outside the bounds of a given prompt. In a poem about AI is never actually mentioned, already showing the nuance that a program like ChatGPT can't produce. And so, considering creativity and nuance, these essential building blocks of what makes poetry worthwhile and really what is separating human creation from AI language modeling still. Does anyone in this class have any suggestions about how we move forward with developing AI language modeling to adapt these qualities?